go to work. And hello, folks. Welcome back to the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup, powered by the MVP Gaming Center. JT Displays here for our next round of the playoffs here, where we've got ourselves a matchup between Wellsky, clocked out, but they are locked in here against this squad of, well, it's a pickup group, really. That's their name. Hey, listen, they're coming in here both with very good records here, pretty competitive records. A 3-4 squad taking on against a 4-3 squad here in this round of the playoffs here. Let me give you a quick rundown of the maps as we wait for the lobby to show up here for us. So for tonight's stream between Pickup Group and Wellsky, clocked out but locked in, we got ourselves the Empire of Eternal Night Midtown Convoy map to kick us off. And then we'll get to Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Hall of Jalia, Convergence map. Then if we have time for it, if we still have not found a winner between these two squads, we will go to Hellfire Gala, Krakoa for a domination map there. And I am all about those. I do love a domination map there. That's my preferred playstyle personally. I like those ones a little bit more than the Convergence or the Convoy. But it looks like there's a map here, so I will join that. Oh no, I can. Oh, there we go. Now I can join there. So figured out how to do it there. So now we are waiting for our teams to get rocked in here. Looks like we are getting rocked in right now, as we got Matt Dub, Slippy Pants, Bogdanov, Thick Bot, Ultron, Dirty Thirsty, and Blue for the Pickup Group. Meanwhile, for the Wellsky, clocked out, locked in, we got Juice, Donsicle, Madrigers, John the Sheep, Keysors, and Wookster round out that squad. So I think, these are two teams. We've seen them on stream before. I've got an idea of how they like to play here. So I think this one's going to be a pretty good one here overall, as they will get to the Empire of Eternal Light kicking off here. It looks like it's going to be Wellsky on the attack first, with the Pickup Group round out in the defense. We'll take a quick break here as we let them get into the lobby, folks. When we come back, we'll get ready for you guys on this first map.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do, 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 do. All right, folks, we are back into it here as we let them take their time jumping into these bands. Try to jump in live as quickly as possible. Looks like we will get potentially a Hella ban for sure is going to come out. And we'll also get no Emma Frost. All right, fine. You know what? We're not going to the Hellfire Gala anyways. No, Psylocke will be locked in as well. We'll see who the other one they ban. And no Invisible Woman. So that's Strategist. That is a Vanguard. And 2 DPS picked out there. But Keysword is going on the Jean Grey immediately. Potentially. If that is the case there. Will be an interesting one if this combo sticks up here, as I'm seeing, you know, obviously some mutants. As we get
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay
this
strong.
is a very fast elevator. Should I probably ridden with him? Maybe. But I like the idea of just kind of coasting down into the city here. I think it's nice.
The battle starts in 5,
It's a really good idea of
3,
how the city of New York looks like. As they are underway now. Pickup group on the defense.
On the streets, not across all space and time.
Meanwhile, down here on with Dawn Sickle there on the Magneto. A good job keeping things testing out. We have a side fight here. That Magneto kind of getting taken out there. Matters. Matt Dub being the first one to go down there, as is Thickfoot Ultron there. So nice little push here from the side of Sky. Now we're here with Blue, who is known to be an absolute menace with the DPS. Already getting the Squirrel Stampede with the Squirrel Girl there. Venomized. Now, Thickbot Ultron, I think, is playing a very interesting role today in that they are playing Thor. You don't really see Thor at the high level of, of late. The highest level of Marvel Rivals, but, they are doing a pretty good job here keeping their team, stalled on this payload here at this corner, but will finally go down here as we're on with XD Juice 06 in the Luna, keeping their team alive here as they try to push Kirby to get that cart fully loaded. Another Squirrel Stampede coming out, that time from Blue, and Blue will take out Donsicle there. As they go down, though, in a quick reconnect there, as it's Keysource, I believe, who absolutely destroyed that team. Keysource doing the dirty work there as we head to the Fallen. Not so Ultron bot. It's just a giant mech by Tony Stank. They will head out to the next choke point here. Already starting to see.
It will be nice to see Avengers Tower once more.
We're on board here. Possibly for no more mutants. As you see, everybody almost, except for Keysource, has an ult ready for Sky. This could be huge. We see the combo, the team-up ability there for Doctor Strange. Popping off there with our Scarlet Witch. And here it comes. Nobody can see her when she comes this off. And oh, but she gets taken out. Khonshu said not so fast. Now on to Keysource. Can the Jean Grey be the difference maker in this team fight here? 89% away towards the ult there. A lot of ults available still for Sky. They've been really good at holding on to these ults now. Everybody, except for one mutant, ready to go there on their side. So they do have ult advantage, but pickup group, the defenders, have done just that. Defended their turn. And here we go. Big blast that time from Blue. So it's the Jean Grey versus Jean Grey battle here. Taking out Thickbot Ultron there. Now here comes the Cloak and Dagger ult there, as well as the Luna Snow ult there. The two ults for the two different supports on both teams. They're keeping the teams alive. Smashes down Donsicle onto Khonshu, onto Moon Knight there, but Khonshu does get to haunt them with the moon to try to slow this down. Right now, it is Sky who is well and truly marching forward towards that secondary checkpoint right now, folks. But can Rocket Bogdanov keep his team alive here as they get a little bit of a damage boost? Gets taken out there. No res for him. Another strange bedfellow goes down with him there as Matt Dub gets a Matt L. Meanwhile, Matters escorting the team and the payload past the second checkpoint there. 3 minutes and change as they tick down the meters and the time for them to get to the finish line. Fling Ring coming in here. That was from Matt Dub there, or from Sean the Sheep, hard to say. Was Sean the Sheep's there. Haven't really been on board with Shaun the Sheep much, but they do have an Eye of Agamotto ready and waiting, as does Matt Dub, so we could see that happening there. The two Cape Bros with the shields keep everyone alive there through the Phoenix Force. Khonshu tries his best to slow him down here, but right now, it is Well Sky still moving forward here. Easor's got two there on theirs. On the Sheep also getting in. With some kills as they are marching down here. Final few meters towards the finish line there. This is going to be the last defense here. Will anyone be able to keep them out of the goal line here? It's up to Matub right now, as they are trying to do everything they can. Gonna bring him down and cross the finish line. So Well Sky getting all the way through it with a minute and a half on the clock. Pretty good by them.
Which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
We'll see if we have any changes here. As we still have the team up of the Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch on the side of Well Sky, if that will remain, or if they do something else. Again, I do love when teams do play around with these teams up. It's the part about Marvel Rivals that I feel like really makes it pretty fun for everybody that plays it, I think. It's one of those ones that kind of, it's that element that can change things for people, for the entire team, really. Rocking the new Luna Snow skin there. So we know Sleepy Pants has no life outside of being chronically online. Kidding. But, yeah, props to that.
We would be better off making a deal with Mephisto.
Now here's the thing. One.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Here's the wanted. Here's the thing! We're underway and on board with Thickbot Ultron as you see if they can make Thor work this time around with Matt Dub providing the shields there. Gets taken out there by Matt Ergers. The Well Sky, who did a really good job on the convoy map there the first time, putting up a big fight here on the first corner, not allowing them to get much of a push here, as they want to keep them hemmed in on the spawn as long as possible here. It's all about time for them. That's all they care about, is having that time. A Hawkeye here from Blue. Gonna be a fun one. We don't see that very often. Here comes one KO here as he goes Machine Gun Kelly. Or Machine Gun Clint. There we go. We got there in the end. Did get that second kill there, but cost him a lot as they now move on here in. Towards the first checkpoint there. Ooh, Doomsickle getting knocked out there, time by Blue. Does get the chaos, but gets nobody with it. Everybody wise to it that time. But here comes the Phoenix to blast off, and that's a quadra of assists. Thick Bolt Ultron technically got most of those, but hey, you know, huge kills that time. Coming in, which pushed it forward for Pug. Pickup group there, able to get past Keysource. As we now wait for them to say peekaboo here. It's going to be Thor that says peekaboo and quickly gets rid of the
You're halfway there. Keep going.
position of
Just what the doctor ordered.
Bull coming in here from... Oh, nice portal that time. Takes out 2. As he's wiser there, stays alive, but ultimately couldn't get around. Now, well, Sky on the defense, trying to move Herbie backwards.
Needed that boost.
See, now, oh, nice revive here. We'll see if he pops the ult now. Now he's revived. That's exactly what will happen here. Machine Gun Clint back at work. Not able to get any kills off that.
Put on a show.
We'll move over to the Luna Snow
It's okay.
as she dances her team to safety. Juice keeping well Sky well defended on this point as they continue to push pickup group into retreat. With 2.5 minutes on the clock here, they are only halfway to the second checkpoint. Pretty Thirsty not able to get anything off of that one. Here comes the ult from Wootster there. And try to keep Well Sky up and Adam there. No ult taken from the Thor that time. But now there's 2 Mystics with ults on the side of Well Sky as they keep smashing, sending them back home. Key source matters, sending everybody away from that cart. And again, not needing to use the ult that time. Impressive work by Well Sky. Matt Dub, needing the survivability, switches over to the Golden Boy in hopes of keeping his team just a little bit alive, a little bit longer. Now, Thickbot Ultron with the ult here, trying to create some chaos here for his team there. Avoided the key source ult. That was smart by him there. No resurrection there for that Thor, as he's going to have to wait for it here. That Dub, though, does have his team moving that payload towards the checkpoint. And it looks like they may get there. Dirty Thirsty on one of my favorite DPSs, the Namor. Always important keeping those octopuses alive and at odd angles. Got treated just like you were a Heimerdinger in League of Legends. Just a zoning ult that time. Didn't get anybody with it, but gets one here in the follow-up. Can we get a second one? Looking for number 2. Doing a lot of damage right now. Got a point and click, just get close enough here. The Born again here, keeping the team alive. This seems like a big, major push here as it's the final few seconds and Eye of Agamotto's huge. And Key Soars with the massive ult gets rid of everybody but the Adam Warlock. And there goes Matt Dub. And that is going to be game number 1 going to Well Sky. Locked out. And right now, they are, dare I say, looking a little locked in. So let's take a look here at the, if we can get the actual, there we are. So looking at the scoreboard here, Sean the Sheep there with 39 kills. Matters with 37. 24 on Donsicle there. Key Source, though, 47. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, locked, pickup group there. They were looking a little, little blown out of the water here. So now here comes the opportunity here. Going on a convergence map, Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda. Pickup group here. They're down, not out in this playoff round here. Obviously, both teams want to make it to the next round. That's why it's the playoffs, Pickup group. Are you guys going to be able to find a way get to map number 3? We'll find out here as we head all the way to the Holojalia in the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda for our convergence map. So first bands are going to get locked in here, Hela, and this time it looks like it will be Doctor Strange. So no Strange bedfellows in game number 2. Means the effectiveness of that mutant there. Completely forgot her name. Scarlet Witch. Die. There's a lot of Marvel characters, and sometimes you can't get them right off the tip of your tongue here. So it looks like it will be Captain America and no Psylocke here. So again, Psylocke has gotten a little bit of a nerf, but still looking very strong early on here. So everyone's still very much aware of the power that a Psylocke can do to the battlefield, and happy to just keep that one banned. We may not see a Hela or a Psylocke at all here in this one. Although, again, I think that they both got nerfs in the latest patch here. So, again, it may just be something where, it's like, when you ban a Zed in League of Legends there, you never know when you just have one good Hela to just absolutely make everybody else's life much less fun.
Starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
And we're on the way here with Wookster on the Punisher this time. Looking like he's a part of the Foot Clan. Seeing his Mutant Ninja Turtle villain looking Punisher. Trying to clear out those small holes in the wall. You'll see them do that very early just to try to get potentially a place to kind of snipe away at their opponents, if they can. Now this is the main lane here, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody does try to do a little bit of backdooring on a map like this here. Definitely lends itself to it there. An early ult there from Dirty Thirsty, though, quickly sends Wookster into the negative zone. Yeah, I know the negative zone's a DC comic thing. Sue me. Listen, Superman was such a good movie, right? Fantastic Four is also going to probably be a great movie too. But sometimes you just have superheroes in the brain. Both teams just kind of keeping their distance right now. See blue trading on to the Punisher, saying anything you can do, I can do just as good. Doesn't mind. Oh, almost got taken out that time as Keysors just decided to take it upon himself to be the damage carry there. Took a KO. Tries to avoid the moon. Big moon there. You gotta be careful with it. Oh, huge ult there from the Sue Storm, keeping her team alive there from that ult by Keysors. Without that, would have been hard to survive the Phoenix, the full force of the Phoenix Force. Full might of the Phoenix Force. There we go. Meanwhile, the full might is feeding the full wrath of Thor. So many ults there just to try to zone him off in that first tick. The Well Sky having to retract here, not able to get that first 33% of the way on the point there. That would have been huge for them just to get something if this does end up a stalemate. So really smart there by Pickup Group to avoid them, to keep them from even getting even a third of the way there.
Only 60 seconds left.
Final minute now on this first part of this convergence map here. Honestly, a really good defense here. Pickup Group, they've got the Penny Parker, so it's really hard for anybody to really lock down on that zone here. And with the Punisher also getting in. Now we do have an ult coming in from Wooksters there. This could cause some pain here from them as you see them just melting through those heavies. But the spider time from Matt Dub there should change things, even with Emma Frost getting in the face of Matt Dub, dropping down those mines for the spiders bots to kind of get in there and cause all sorts of damage to whoever might be near them. Conchu also dropping in here from Dirty Thirsty. Bogdanov getting a KO here, seeing some damage coming in even from the Rocket Raccoon. This is a Pickup Group that looks resplendent in this defense versus overtime right now. They still haven't gotten a single tick on here, deleting another one. Matters goes down as they switch to the Squirrel Girl, and that means 0%.
Score is 0-2.
That was a huge defense there. Huge.
Which side you're on?
Absolutely ginormous types of defense right there. That gives
Need a top-notch team.
them a great advantage on this upcoming one. I mean, honestly, if I'm Pickup Group, quite frankly, I'm going full dive comp because they have to stand on that point and not allow you to get 33% of the way there. That's all it takes to win this map here. Is being on defense really helped them out a lot because now they don't have to do nearly as much work as Wellsky had to do. But Wellsky, how are they going to approach this defense? That is the question we want to know here. As it looks like low keys.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Personally, I don't know what that Panther ever did to that raccoon, but you're okay, Mike.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say that
1.
it's a nice spot there.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
We will see. How they approach this. Ooh. Looks like they are quickly abandoning that approach as everybody chose the back door to get towards the point. There are two paths. This is, in my opinion, the better path to get to the point. And more players should be using it, because that's another KO there for Blue, as they're looking to delete these Loki clones, and just start melting down all the defenses That's another KO here. Can he get a third one? That's a third for blue.
That's 3.
A quadra, and that will be it.
Final score.
As Slippy Pants helps them secure a third of the way to the progress. That's all they needed to guarantee us another map.
Another epic victory.
Good rounds all around there. Let's take a look. 10, 10, 13, 13. Again, pickup group did phenomenally in this one here. Absolutely dominated on defense and then came in with a massive plan of attack on offense to get the victory that time there. Dirty Thirsty and Blue both coming in there with final hits 8 and 7 respectively. And Thickbot Ultron, you know what? Putting in work there. 10, 1 and 4. You know, we respect that. We absolutely respect that for sure. That means we got to get into the final round of the night. It's going to be Hellfire Gala on Krakoa. It's a domination map here. That means, folks, I want to tell you guys about our sponsors. That's right. We couldn't gotten to the final round here without talking about our sponsors throughout the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup stream here. It's all brought to you by KC Game On, powered by MVP Gaming Center, which we will be at on August the 2nd? Yeah, August 2nd. We will be at MVP Gaming Center to cast the finals of Marvel Rivals as well as Rocket League, folks. Make sure you are there in person. Of course, we couldn't have done it without Select Quote, as they are also huge sponsors, and WellSky, who are on your screen right now against Pickup Group as they face off in Krakoa. So thank you so much to all the sponsors of the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup here as we get into the action of the final round of the night to decide who's moving on here. This is the finals. Who's it going to be? I don't know. But, folks, this has been an exciting battle, and I can't wait for round number 3 to get underway. As we will see the first bands coming in here. To everybody's shock and surprise, Hella is banned again. And this time, Doctor Strange joins her. So, the Doctor Strange ban from the last round seemed to work effectively there for a pickup group there. They seem to know who they do not like. And the Psylocke may be joining, as is the Punisher. So, Punisher was a problem in round 2. Everybody is able to... It's good to admit, hey, this is a problem. Let's not deal with this problem. It's smart. It's identifying those weaknesses, possibly. So, yeah, I think that this is a good, smart, it's a reactive ban there to make sure, hey, we didn't realize they had that dog in them. Let's kind of keep that dog back in the back. Let's keep those skills tucked away for now. As the two teams will get underway here, Penny Parker, huge on any map where you gotta defend. As we will take a look. The other team, what are y'all doing here?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Ah, yes, the Silent Council. Pretty cool.
Just as I forged a nation, I shall wield a weapon fit for a king.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys there first?
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Fighting in the streets, across space and time.
Guys, we'll follow forward here to the Quiet Council. Nobody has respect for good furniture these days, but that's why we have destructible environments.
Lightning confinement. I'll patch you
Or trees, apparently.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
Rest now, my
Systems restored.
Now blue on the Winter Soldier here. We'll see if that can prove to be fruitious. We've all heard the memes. We know just how dangerous it can be. But it is going to be Dirty Thirsty with the first ult available right now, holding on to it for now.
I'll get you next time.
And pickup group just absolutely zoning off Well Sky right now. They're having a hard time really breaking through the defenses, except in ones and twos.
armed and dead again. Head stay down.
KO.
Double KO here. He's got another one. And has to waste it there as no one wants to get close to him there. But ultimately, hey, double KO.
You've captured more
That's
than
2 for
half the
0.
mission area. Keep
That's
going.
worth no matter what. Halfway there. John the Sheep here. Switching over to the biggest DPS in terms of health bars. Feels like they need a little more beef up front. And is willing to put on that beef himself.
Glory is almost gone.
Leave them to Khonshu. The wounds are gone.
Spider mode.
And nobody get falling for that Scarlet Witch's problems. As right now, we're almost done here.
Again.
As they zone him off here, he's looking for a third one.
Again.
A fourth one, don't matter. They capture the first point on Krakoa. The Grove is theirs for pickup group. Will the Cradle be theirs as well? Or will we get to see the carousel? Whee!
30 seconds before you
You never know when you're going to see some fun stuff. Head towards the Cradle here. All sorts of fun angles to kind of play with. And a nice relaxing waterfall. Honestly,
The battle starts in 5,
who could ever, hate Krakoa?
2, 1.
Seems like such a fun place.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
As they will get their portals opened. When that happens, attacks will begin in earnest. Oh, big ults already here as we see the Phoenix Force come out, as did the bouncing Mr. Fantastic here, taking the any off the point here. I like to see that there, but can they actually get the K off? Does get the KO here on one. And still on the point here, about to get a third KO here. There we go, it's a triple kill there. And staying on the point, Sean the Sheep able to help their team capture the point here. So Well Sky had an idea to get in, and they did it with aplomb. Now on board with the Moon Knight. See if the moon will haunt us all. You know what? That's exactly what happened. However, he only gets one for it there, and knew he had to revive to play around, and that's why he just jumps in there like nobody's business. The world staying alive here. Woo! Sought out the squirrels just to get killed by him. Incredible.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Lost my camera there for a second. Found it again. You know what we also found? Another ult.
Can't catch me. You have no influence here now, Khonshu.
Do love these little voice lines between the players, characters. Again, just the deep lore that they continue to show throughout the game. Again, right now, it does seem like Pickup Group have the advantage, but in terms of kills only. On this particular map here, it is all well Sky. Oh, big hit there. And takes out 3 of those Pickup Groupers. 2, excuse me. 2 for 2. And Thor gets 1 with Helm of Blue there. Dirty Thirsty also going down. He's trying to stay alive here against this Magneto. It's a tank off right now. And you know what? This tank wins it. Now, he might actually... Yeah, I did take the point there. Well done by Thickbot Ultron. Able to flip the point here. But then you do have to realize that we do have 3 ults ready to go on the side of Well Sky. So this could be a team fight they are ready to look forward to. As they get set up here, waiting for those ults. We'll go on board here with the man that's most armed and dangerous of them all. Mr. Fantastic. Doing a lot of damage here, but so far, only Donsicle has gone down from all of this positioning here. Now 2 support ults here. That should definitely help create some chaos here, and that's exactly what happened. A double KO for Bogdanov there.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
And Well Sky able to recapture the middle point here and send us to point 3. So Krakoa, the Cradle goes to the Well Sky. The Grove goes to the Pickup Group. And now, well, we've been outside. We've been underground. Let's go through some portals.
Before you attack, get ready.
You ever wonder what's inside these towers?
The battle starts in
Neither did developers.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Go ahead.
As we head on to the mission area. There's a nice little dragon waiting for us. Oh. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Does he stay up there? Nope. All right, mission area is now unlocked here. Both teams ready to start duking it out.
I'll get you next time. The mission area is yours.
Lights out.
My time to shine.
Candy needs help. Got the arm.
Well, Sky currently on the outside looking in here, trying to cause some chaos on the back line. Get those searching shots from Squirrel Girl. Didn't happen on that occasion there. As Thickbutt Ultron has one job. That is to be the Thor.
Awaken the rage of battle.
Well, that's not something you see often.
From the brink, baby.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Now let's get on to Matt Dub here. We haven't visited Matt Dub in a while. Let's see what the Penny Parker is doing on the mission area here. Set up a nice little area. However, oh, knocked out. The Khonshu. Moon will haunt them, maybe zone them off a little bit. Gets one kill there, maybe looking for another one. The dragon does come back.
Ah, much better.
I didn't see you come back, but I know you came back. The Wells guy now. Crawling the way towards 50% of the objective goal.
Destroy those items as soon as you see them.
There's a fantastic responding to the Rocket Raccoon with the ult of his own. However, this rocket, Bogdanov, has no reason to be around. Mr. Fantastic says, "Get out of here." Takes it out himself.
Be proud of what you
As pickup group, 90% of the way there. Looking to get ourselves a game set match. Is this going to finally happen? They're looking like it here.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
As again, Moon Knight taking out Don Sickle there with Bogdanov. Dirty Thirsty also helping. And that will be game, set, match. Your winners, pickup group, who came out and finally, after back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Sylvie Pants hates Magneto. As we look at our MVP as well, it was Blue there. And pickup group will claim victory tonight over Well Sky. We're clocked out and locked in, but not locked in enough to defeat the pickup group. And definitely not locked in enough to defeat Blue. Again, 39, 22 assists, 19 final hits. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Thickbutt Ultra, again, doing things on a Thor that nobody thought possible. Call me a hater on the Thor, but, I am surprised, and dare I say, pleasantly surprised at that, as, again, Thickbutt Ultron got it done for their team. We weren't sure how it was going to do with this comp here, but sometimes comp doesn't matter. What you're comfortable on is what matters, and that ended up being the deciding factor here for the pickup group as they move on here in the playoffs. Meanwhile, for Well Sky, they are now going to be clocked out and looking on the outside, looking in at the playoffs from now on. As, hey, there's always next tournament, folks. Don't worry. You know, just because you didn't get to the final this round, this is why we do this all the time. It's for the redemption. It's for Well Sky to remember this defeat, to hold it in their memories, to lock it in, and then let that fuel you, let that consume you until you're ready for the next Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup to dominate. But nevertheless, Well Sky, we hope to see you guys there on August 2nd, MVP Gaming Center. I will be there. Trust will be there. You know, we'll all be there. Come out, come hang with us. It'll be a fun time. Until then, I have been JT Displays. You can find me on all my socials at JT Displays. That means threads at JT_displays. And Instagram, same way. I'm also on YouTube. You can find me there, JT Displays. Twitch as well, twitch.tv/JT Displays. Blue Sky, it's at JTDisplays.bsky.social. And that is it for us, folks. So, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will see you guys. Oh, maybe we might just see you at the final. Until then, we got one more round of the playoffs coming up next week. Till then, have a good night.